Hi there, it's PJ, your Dream Mermaid, doing a friend or foe reading. So today I'm actually smudging with a few different elements. I've got some different kinds of resin and of course my trusty sage with some beautiful incense, dried incense that my friend gave me, which has like rose petals and other beautiful herbs and things. So I'm going to start cleansing the space with those kinds of things and make it a little bit more interesting. So I also like to cleanse with sound. And that's the space clean. So as I mentioned, we're doing a friend or foe reading today. It just came as an idea to me. I'm not sure if it's been done on other channels or not, but it's just something of interest and I kept hearing those words. So I feel like that's what someone in the collective might need to hear. So again, apologies for little cats, bells and things. My cats are very mischievous and tend to get into lots of things. So I will be reading from a number of decks. This deck I haven't played with for quite some time. They are a little bit sticky from memory, so just because of that beautiful shimmering edging on them. So just bear with me while I warm the cards up, and we'll ask whether the person that you've been dealing with is a friend or a foe. Talk to us, spirits. Sorry, we're all over the shop today. It's been quite the week. I feel like they want to come out, so I'm going to take those. And we'll start the reading with these three cards. So we've got the Four of Spring. Now, I need to remember what each of them are. I do believe that the Four of Spring is the Four of Wands. So there is a lot of harmony. There could be a celebration in the mix. So far, I think we've got a friend indeed. We've also got the Seven of Summer. So it's just a reminder to stop procrastinating. The Seven of Summer, I feel, is, oh my goodness, I just really can't remember. We'll just see how it all resonates. So it's about stopping procrastinating, and you'll go with your gut instinct and things will actually make more sense to you. So if you feel like you can't trust someone, it's definitely your spirit telling you not to. But if you're unsure, this is why the reading's landed for you. We've also got another seven, so two sevens. We've got the Seven of Autumn, so it's about having patience and not worrying. So maybe you feel that this friend, foe, person or frenemy is taking too long, but it could be the case of, you know, things just don't always go to plan. So that's the overall message. I feel that there is a friend. I don't feel that they're the enemy. It's just something is in their energy taking a little bit more time. So let's dig deeper with the Curious Creatures. So again, my favorite card maker, author, has Chris Ann. So, wow, Spirit is just being stubborn today. I think it's because I've had a few days away from my tarot table, and they're just sort of saying, well, why haven't you been talking to us or playing with us? So we did get a flip there. So Two of Pentacles, it's about balancing. It's a balancing act when it comes to our money. So it could be that this friend foe person might be asking you for a loan, and they need to learn to balance their money a little bit better. We do also have the Five of Wands, which can indicate a conflict of some kind. So again, it's about that balance. So not everyone's perfect. So, you know, in our relationships, whether they're friendships, relationships, work mates, etc., we all are human. We pretend to be. So we do sometimes make mistakes. So there could be a little bit of tension around this balancing act. I don't feel it is a financial thing. I know I did mention money before, but it could be just balancing, work life, sort of, or two different aspects of things. So I keep referring to work, so I feel like Spirit is saying that it whoever this is for, it could be a work related friend foe situation. However, take it as it resonates. It could be any kind of space or place for you. Now, just keep in mind these are general readings, so they may or may not resonate with everyone. So sometimes one little thing might resonate, sometimes the whole reading might resonate. So just take what makes sense to you. And next week I've got a lot more time, so I'll be able to do more readings and hopefully do them in a little bit more structured way. I'm very unstructured. I'm a Sagittarian, so I like a little bit of randomness, so bear with me. So we've also got the Knight of Pentacles. So most of the knights, you see them on their horses and they're coming in quick. This knight on this particular card, I feel like he's taking a slow walk. He doesn't have to rush anywhere. He is pinching his penny though. He is holding on to that coin. So it might be just a reminder to pinch some pennies when it comes to work. So it could be, maybe you've had some work expenses come up and you're waiting for reimbursement and this is causing the friction here. Who knows? It could be that, you've lent money to someone and they're taking their time getting it back to you. So I feel here he's just kind of withholding it. And what is standing out to me is the watch. So when I'm seeing the watch, I'm hearing it's taking its time. It's just got to take time. And sometimes that's not an ideal thing, but we do have to just sort of see what it is. Now we've got the Emperor. So the Emperor, to me, depending on the deck I'm reading from, I find sometimes there's a level of arrogance. So maybe this person might come across as they don't care, or they're just a little bit arrogant in their ways. Maybe they're a boss figure, so maybe the boss is just sort of giving you a cold shoulder a little bit, or that they're just not sort of responding as quickly and as directly as you would like them to. Keep in mind, usually when there's a situation with management, it can also be that they are extremely busy and they're not just dealing with you. They could be dealing with a number of underlying issues that they might be holding from you in order to not cause any kind of friction or unnecessary stress. So CEOs and bosses and general managers and things, that they tend to take a lot more of the brunt of things, and if they are good, they will try to keep that from their staff in order to keep morale. However, last card, again, I don't feel that this person that you're concerned about is a foe. I do believe they are a friend, because we've got the Ace of Cups. We're ending on the Ace of Cups. That cup is overflowing. There's lots of love. There's lots of connection. It could also be overflowing in friendship. So there is a little bit of turmoil. But again, not all relationships are perfect. Sometimes we do need to, just take those moments and, do what it will be. I do have some message cards, so I will give these a shuffle. So these ones are called Angels and Ancestors. They are oracle cards. They do come with a book, but I'm just going to go with what the energy tells me from the cards that come out. So we have the Medicine Guardian. Be open to healing information. So again, going back to this CEO or this person, I do feel it's a masculine, but take it as it resonates. This person is you know, maybe offering you some advice to start healing. Maybe you've had trauma from other friendships, relationships and things. So, you know, it's time to take that healing as it, you know, needs to be. So if someone offers you that information or those suggestions, like maybe trying some vitamins or trying some exercises or something, this is spirit saying, you know, take that advice. Now, oh, we've got a crow. I have an infatuation with crows. I'm trying to make friends with them at the moment. So it says autumn, release the old and rest. So, you know, these things that you're concerned about, it might be time to just let them go. You know, just take it as it resonates. It might be that, you know, you're holding on to the hopes of a friendship happening, or the hopes of a relationship happening, or the hopes of workplace getting better or something. I don't know. Or maybe it's just someone's words playing on your mind that is really, really starting to get to you. You know, it's time to let them go and let yourself rest. So sometimes we allow people and things to live rent-free in our brains, and I can assure you the queen of overthinking here really needs to take my own advice on these things. It doesn't do anything. So, you know, time to reset. Then we've got the snake, shed the old skin. So again, we're connecting to that letting go. It's time to shed that skin, shed those worries. We can't grow if we stay in our old skin. Then we've got the she-wolf, unleash the wild within. So this card's just basically giving you permission to, you know, be yourself. Like take that moment, take whatever it is you need to take, but just, you know, be true to you. So I did have these cards arrive this morning. Yes, I have a problem. I do need to stop buying cards. All these cards are not fitting in the storage space that I bought them. I bought this amazing little table to store all my cards in, that I thought, you know, it'd be a great thing. This is my tarot table that I'm reading off now. I feel like that one wants to come out because it just moved. And yeah, I as it is, play Tetris to get things in and out. And when I'm getting my cards, I'm thinking of the type of reading I'm doing, and I'm talking to the cards and things like that. So these guys want to come and play because they're brand new, and it's a great way to break the deck in. So this one is cut through illustration, seek truth. Oh, sorry, cut through illusion, illustration. Oh my goodness. Seek truth, clarity in your path. So it might be about having some clear communications if it is something to do with the workplace. Even if it's the friends or going back to the friends or foe, it's about having these honest conversations. You know, we all need to speak to what it is that might be bothering us. You know, we can't depend on people being mind readers when it comes to these things. We've got the wand. Direct your will, let your intentions shape your reality. So you can manifest these things, but you need to be really clear and clean on your language. So when I say that, I'm not talking about swears and things, because I do have a foul mouth, and that's not what I mean. I mean, instead of saying, I hope this will happen, you need to tell yourself it will happen. When you hope, yeah, that's lovely. But so many other things can come into play. Whereas if you tell yourself that it's going to happen, it will happen. So just changing that mindset, changing that energy. Then we've got the crystal ball. Gaze into the future. Trust the vision of your inner knowing. So I feel like going back to that gut instinct that I was talking about, it's time to, you know, really take those steps and trust your gut, you know. But you are here listening to a friend or foe reading, so I do understand that, you know, you're just making sure you're dotting your I's and crossing your T's. Then we've got moon water. Capture lunar energy, use it to enhance your spells and rituals. I actually infuse moon water into my paint when I'm painting. So for those of you that don't know, I'm actually a visual artist, and I do like to infuse moon water into my paint to create that little bit of extra magic. My words aren't working today. We've got the wind chimes. Sound to summon energy. Let the vibrations raise your power. Witch's hat. Embrace your identity and wear your power with pride and confidence. So, you know, if it is to do with the workplace, it might be time to just show that confidence, show that inner true self of yours. These are actually really beautiful cards. Wisdom elixir. Seek knowledge. Learn from it. Learn from the experiences around you. So if it is something to do with the workplace or friends or foes or any of those things, this is just basically saying, you know, these little rough trots, that little conflict that we had before, learn from them. Let's learn how to be better. Inspiration potion. This is a beautiful card to end these cards on. Ignite your passions. Let your dreams guide your path. So hopefully these are helping you with some of those messages from Spirit. Now, I am going to use Mel Brown's cards again. I just love that there's like the flip side on these, because it can be a negative message or a positive message. Is there any more from Mel? Okay. So I am going to like flip them that way, so whatever it is that they were intended for is up. Okay, so we've got solemn. So maybe there is a little bit of tension around, but you know, it's about that clear communication to lift those tensions and, you know, hopefully move forward and that learning that we were talking about. Thankful. So it could be being thankful for the lessons that are coming in. It could be, you know, the person that is maybe creating this tension or isn't, you know, maybe they're feeling underappreciated. So, you know, just a reminder to be thankful. Then we've got serene. So I do feel this person is a friend. They're not an enemy. They're not a foe. You know, so I do feel that this is a positive outcome. I am going to shuffle my brand new Kuromi tarot cards. Now, I found Kuromi while I was traveling in Japan. I'm just so infatuated with it. I just think she's the cutest thing. I've never really been into Hello Kitty or girly girl things, but she's just something else. And these cards also arrived this morning, so let's see what Kuromi has to say. Now, Kuromi in Japanese actually means storm cloud, so I just think it's really cute. So you let me get these in the order they fell. I wasn't paying the attention. So that's also in reverse. I'm gonna say that was reversed. Okay, whoa, we've got a lot going on here. Okay, so we start off with the lovers. So if this is a person of interest to you in a relationship, yay. But the lovers can also represent friendships, partnerships, work relationships. So when I say relationships, I'm not just talking about loving soulmate relationships. So again, this person is a friend. Their friendship is going to come in really fast. So the energies that we like, once we get past all of these things that we've just gone through, I do feel that friendship is going to be really, really clear. Then we've got the Six of Cups in reverse. So again, there's a little bit of friction, but I think it's just getting to know one another and understanding each other a little bit better. Now, I am noting that I've got a lot of court cards in reverse with the with my wands here. These, as I said, these cards only arrived this morning, so they probably do need a little bit more of a shuffle along. So I do apologize, but you know, I'm just going to read them as they've come out, because you know, we need to respect the messages that Spirit has come through. So we've got the Queen of Wands in reverse. So the Queen of Wands in reverse is, you know, again, I just feel like this person that you're concerned about is a friend, but it's just a communication issue. So there's a blocking of the communication. And then we come to the upright. We've got the Four of coins. So again, it's about that balancing act, you know, putting those things, or like in this case money, aside. But I feel like it's more to do with personalities aside. So I feel like once that personality sort of cleans, excuse me, you know, there'll be a clearer view. I do feel like these wands that we are seeing are the other person in reverse. So I'm kind of getting the energy that they also think the same about you. They're not sure whether you're their friend or not. You know, maybe there's been some rumors, maybe there's been some talk on the street. You know, people like to spread drama. So I'm not going to read them individually because they are all of the same sort of energy, but I am going to say that this person is unsure about you as well. So their reaction to you could be to do more with what they've heard. So there could be someone within your circle or space that is sort of trying to pin you guys against each other. So there could actually be a frenemy or an enemy sort of in that space. I'm hearing envy. So that person is very envious of you and is, you know, trying to drive a wedge. So if it's a friend, maybe it's like their bestie doesn't like you and they're trying to cause that friction. Or you know, their bestie might feel threatened by you. So whatever. Or it could be, if it's a workplace, like I keep going back to, it could also be to do with you know, you're shining. And anyone that watches my videos, of course, are shining, glowing stars, because why wouldn't you be? You're drawn to my readings. No kidding. But yeah, so I do feel like there could be someone just sort of manipulating the situation. So it might be time to just sit down and have that chat. So I'm going to finish the reading with the coin, flipping the coin. So, you know, I'll give you a moment to think of a yes or no. So we've got yes on one side, no on the other side. And if you're not ready, pause the video until you are and then press play. Okay, so is it yes or no? Yes. So I hope this reading has found you and you've enjoyed it and it resonates. Again, keep in mind it is a general reading. If you would like a personal reading, I do offer those. So you reach out, send me a comment. While I'm saying that, also, please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy my readings. I do like to put a lot of energy into them, and again, this is about me exercising and channeling and sort of connecting with my cards again. So with that, I'm going to say see you later, Oguayu in my native language, Wiradjuri, and till next time, ciao.